Hello, welcome to Low Budget Bay Mom channel. My name is Pedina Patrick. If you are new here, it's nice to meet you. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. And please continue to like, comment, and share because that will do me a whole lot of good. So today I want to talk about why you can't lose your belly fat and how you can actually lose it without wasting much time. Let's get straight to it. Yes, why you won't lose your belly fat? Why won't you lose that postpartum belly fat we have there after having kids? I was so worried about this particular issue. If you watch my previous video, you will hear where I said that after finding out I was going to have my baby through a cesarean, that was one of the things I was worried about, because most of the cesarean moms I know, they have their tummies pointed at them. People literally know that you have your baby through the C-section. So I felt like all hope was lost for me in getting my stomach back to what it was or something close to that. But the good news is that knowing why can help you actually fix the problem. So why your mommy tummy, let's call it mommy tummy, why your mommy tummy won't go away, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. And one of the reasons is because you are eating too much. What does that mean? It means that you have excess fat in your tummy resting down there. You know that most of us, we have different places in our body where the fat we take in go to rest. Some of us is that Christian mother arm. Some of us is the face, it just shows the fat. It's as if all the fat goes there to rest. Then most of us is the tummy. So the mommy tummy is caused by excess fat, meaning that you are giving your body more than it needs to consume in a day, and then the rest of it is going down to that your tummy and resting there. So when you find that you have a situation where your tummy is covering your waistline, it has dropped down to cover your waistline, that means you are having excess fat. Because some people, theirs might not be covering their waistline, but it's really big, and people here get the notion that it is because you have a baby. No, it is because you have excess fat resting there. That is one reason why your mommy tummy won't go away, and you keep giving it more fat because you are still eating what you are eating. Then another reason why it won't go away, the number 2 reason why your mommy fat won't go away, is because you might just have diastasis recti. Please don't mind the way I'm pronouncing it. I'm going to put the spellings up here so that you can see it and get to know more about it. I actually found out that I have diastasis recti recently, and knowing that has helped me in a lot of things I'm doing now, a lot of progress. That is why I'm sharing this with you, mainly because of diastasis recti. We all know about excess fat, but this is something that most people, you don't even get to hear it at the hospital. You won't even believe where I heard mine from the first time. So it might be because you have diastasis recti. And why I'm bringing this up is because if you don't do something about diastasis recti for yourself, you might just continue to have that boy that tummy. No matter how much you try to lose weight or get rid of it, it's just going to be there. So I've stated the 2 reasons why your mommy fat won't go away, your mommy tummy won't go away. 1, you are giving it more and more excess fat. 2, you have diastasis recti. Now let's go over to how you can get rid of it. Like how I am getting rid of my fat. If I am not consistent, but I am seeing results. So just imagine if I decide to do it straight for a whole week and be consistent. Imagine what I'm going to get. Of course, I'm going to be consistent soon. Okay, so how to get rid of it? One step you must take to get rid of your mommy tummy, one very important step, is checking if you actually do have diastasis recti. Why do I say you have to check if you have diastasis recti? If you have diastasis recti, you have to avoid certain exercises. It is not good for it. But before we get the whole sense of it, I think we have to understand what diastasis recti actually means. Now, diastasis recti is a gap between your 6-pack muscles. the six-pack muscles that it's supposed to be showing, but it's not showing because of fat. It is the gap between it, and these gaps are caused by a few reasons, but I want to talk about one that concerns us as women: postpartum, after having your baby. You see that when you get pregnant, your stomach expands just to be able to hold that beauty in there. Now after the baby is out, those tissues that have expanded between your six-pack muscle, they don't come back together. They don't just come back together. So because these tissues don't come back together, you might be having side effects like back pain, you can't hold your urine for long, and things like that. And so you find it difficult to do certain things. So you might want to go and check for diastasis recti, so that if you have it, you go for exercises that can bring those tissues back together. Because if you do the wrong exercise, instead of bringing them back together, it might be tearing it even more, opening it more, and that is not good. So first of all, to get rid of your mommy tummy, go and confirm if you have diastasis recti. Now how do you confirm if you have diastasis recti? You see the diagram below. You lie down flat, raise your head up, and then put your fingers on your navel. Now when you raise your head up after putting the finger on your navel, you will feel the gap in your stomach. Now if your fingers are able to turn around that hole, the number of fingers that are able to turn around that hole is what we call finger gaps. So some people will say, I have 1.5 finger gap, 2.5 finger gaps, 2-3 finger gaps. Actually, I found out that I have 2.5 finger gaps before I started the exercise to get rid of it. Now I think it is actually 2 finger gaps. So you see, we are making progress. And now when you have checked for it, then you go for some exercises that can help you put them together before you are ready for other main or general exercises that everybody does to lose the belly fat. Now over to the next thing you can do. Let's say you check and you find out that you actually do have a diastasis recti. You go for those exercises that can help put them together, and the next thing you can do is to try NEAT. You try NEAT. What is NEAT? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It literally means doing activities that you normally do every day in your house. You wash clothes, you take the kids to school, you clean up. All those activities you do normally in your house, doing them consciously to burn calories. So if you know you take the baby to school, brisk walk to take your child to school. You know, walk faster like that so that you burn calories. If you know you wash, don't just sit down and wash. You can stand up, move. You know, washing clothes with your hands can be helping you burn the fat that is resting with your Christian mother and all the Christian mother associations. Okay, so that is it. You can try NEAT, and in doing this, you will be burning small amounts of calories. Like when they add up, it actually amounts to something. You get that is if you cannot do regular exercises because you have diastasis recti. But if you don't have diastasis recti, you should go for exercises that can help you burn those fats. You know that exercises, they don't have specific exercises that say, oh, I want to work on my I want to work on my tummy, so I'll just go for exercises for my tummy. I'm not fat, I want to lose fat just resting in my tummy. There's nothing like that. Whatever exercise you do is going to help you burn or lose weight in every angle of your body. So you want to consider that when you do exercise, you are going to lose fat all over your body, and it's even better for you because the fat you can see is not as dangerous as the fat you cannot see. So if you know you don't have diastasis recti, then you have to do exercises. But if you do have diastasis recti, while you do those exercises to fix them, you can also try doing NEAT. When you do NEAT, then you can burn small amounts of calorie, and adding them up together to become something. Then number 2 thing you can do to get rid of that tummy fat is that you should eat more proteinous and fibrous food. I am not telling you that if your favorite food is rice, stop eating it. I didn't do that. I didn't try to change my meal plan or eat different from my family. No, I just incorporated more of proteinous and fibrous food. Now we know these proteinous foods, egg, milk, and like that. Those foods, they are proteinous food. Fibrous food are vegetables, you know, those vegetables and fruits we eat. And why do I say that you should eat more of proteinous and fibrous food? Fibrous food on its own is insoluble. What does this mean? The body keeps working itself up to dissolve it, but because it is insoluble, your body will burn a lot of calorie to do that. You see, the point here is that your body actually burns calorie to burn the calorie you are giving to it. So when you eat a meal, when you take a meal that will give it more work in burning calories, you will be burning fat. So fibrous food is there to help you do that. Then another thing is that fibrous and proteinous food, they help curb hunger, because like I said in the first instance, they take a longer time. Proteinous food take a longer time for the body to break it down. So if it takes let's say it takes 3 to 4 hours for your body to break it down, between those 3 to 4 hours you will not be feeling hungry. So in that way you won't be taking in more calories. That's another reason. The third reason why you should take fibrous food and proteinous food, because they help in building lean muscle tissues. These tissues are what help us to burn more calories. When you have more lean muscle tissues, the more metabolism you are able to have in your body, and the more your metabolism, the more calories you are able to burn, even at rest, even when you are sleeping. So we want to work on having those lean muscle tissue, because they are the everything of keeping fit and being slim. You see the name now, lean. I don't know that one. The name lean sounds like, you know, I want to be lean, I don't want to be fat. Okay, so that is number 2 point. 1, check if you have diastasis recti. 2, go for exercise or NEAT. 3, eat fibrous and proteinous food. Now number 4, which is very important, is that you go for strength training exercise. Now if you have diastasis recti, after doing it for a period of time, you can check if your body allows you to do certain exercises. These strength training exercises, they are very important, because after your postpartum, some parts of your body, they have not been able to come back together to their normal place. But when you do this strength training exercise, you find out that you help put your body back together. You help give your body more lean tissues. These exercises help you to fix. They help you to work on more of your lean tissues. They help you to work on more of your lean tissues. So this is why these strength training exercises are good. Now you might be saying that I said in the first instance that because you have diastasis recti, you can't do certain exercises. Yes, certain exercises, not all exercise. We have exercises like wall push. Wall push, you feel it there in your stomach. When I'm doing it, I feel it in my stomach. So you see that it helps to put that tissue together. The squats, they help those muscles to come back together. These are some of the exercises you can do after a few weeks or months of your diastasis recti exercise. But you have to continue the diastasis recti exercises while trying to add or implement these other strength training exercise into your program. That is it. That is what we need to do. Then another thing, number five, something you need to do, and that is extra very effective, is that you have to reduce your calorie intake and increase your metabolism. How can we do this? Let me explain that point and why it is very effective. Let's say that your body needs 50% calories to work for the day, and then you are eating 70 or 80%. Now 50, the remaining 30%, where does it go? It goes to rest in your tummy to become fat. You see, but if you reduce or you portion your food, you reduce the amount of food you are taking, and then you give your body less calorie intake at the moment, it will go there and be working with the fat that you have already stored. In that way, you will lose weight faster. Maybe when you have achieved that specific weight you want to be, you can now go back to eating a normal amount of food, not so much but normal, because you no longer have excess fat for your body to burn. You will now have to give your body exactly what it needs for the day. So that is all we have talked about today. Why your mommy tummy will go away? Because you are giving it excess fat, and 2, you might just have diastasis recti. How to get rid of it? Go for exercise, check if you have diastasis recti. If you do have it, try NEAT. If you don't have it, go for exercise and NEAT. It will work for you. Increase your proteinous and fibrous food intake. Also, go for strength training exercise. Reduce your calorie intake and increase your activities to burn calories. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this, because I enjoyed it and it has been working very well for me. So I want you, mommy over there, to try and do this so that you can look fit, very fit, even though you are a mommy. You want to be bae for me. Okay, that's all about it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.